listening to All That with Nikkie and Cat,
a podcast featuring real stories from real people who are real relatable.
Our goal is to bring you entertainment, knowledge, and an inside look on topics in line with health, wellness, and personal growth.
Tune in every Tuesday to join us on our journey. Let's get real. You are now?
Yeah, it's fucking on, dude.
Oh. Let's get it on. Baby. Let's get it on.
Let's love, baby. What up, y'all?
What's up?
It's episode 12. Officially 3 months streaming every Tuesday with y'all. So we hope that you like it. I think you do.
Yeah.
Deciding for you that you love it.
I can't believe it's been 3 months already.
Yeah, so it's been like a 4-month journey total, which feels like a lot longer. I guess when you say it like that.
It literally feels like we've been doing it for a year. I don't know. Maybe not that long.
These like old school podcasters are like, get out of here. You have 12 episodes. Well, it's like every intro we're like, it's been 100 years since our first episode. Actually, Nikki had to reel me in the other day. I was like, so I'm going to make a Flashback Friday post to our first episode. She's like, that was like 2 months ago. Chill out. And I was like, all right, guess not.
But it feels like longer because we've been like talking and planning and all of that like, before we even did our first episode.
Yeah, there was like 2 months prep or something like that almost.
So it does feel like a lot longer than it has been since our first recording.
Yeah. So things are rolling along well.
Yeah.
I think everything's super cool. So like September, well, I guess August, like August, September, October, super cool guests coming on. Like I'm super pumped about it. Like I'm really excited. So there are people that like just have a whole different, like everyone is so different. Everyone has completely different outreach, a completely different story. So I'm super pumped about that.
Yeah. I like that everyone's different and it's not like all the same.
Yeah. So this one, speaking of not being the same, so this is our first ever like veered off episode into something completely different. So we're all about that health, wellness, and personal growth. Well, you know, big part of health and wellness is, like Marvin Gaye would say, getting it on. We're not quite to Gina's level yet where we can talk about sex and still like be a mature adult. Like we still laugh when someone says pee-pee. Nikki specifically laughs whenever you say pee-pee. Anyways, so we had Miss Gina McKeehan on, and Gina McKeehan is a pure romance consultant, and actually right on her business card it says sexual health educator. So she definitely helped with a lot of questions in regards to like sexual health and what things are and aren't healthy to like put in your body. She just had a very good understanding of how everything works down there. And then of course like the pleasure aspect of it, like what stuff to use for what and what's good for certain types of scenarios, certain types of body parts, everything like that. So it was really cool. I feel like I learned a lot. Like do you feel like you learned a lot?
I feel like I learned way more than I even knew before. Like one of the things that I learned that I literally did not know was that the clitoris has, she said 8,000 muscles.
I want to say nerve endings.
Or nerve endings, yeah.
Yeah, so she was basically like that is for pleasure only.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Well, I don't know the historical aspect of it, but I feel like there's certain countries that because they feel like women don't deserve sexual pleasure, they like cut it off.
Yeah. Because
that's truly like its main purpose. Is pleasure. So I guess there's 8,000 nerve endings in just the clitoris.
Yeah.
But there's 8,000 nerve endings in the entire male anatomy there.
Yeah.
So that was what was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
That one little super packed punch.
Kapow.
So that was really cool. And then we learned like stuff about products that we already had. So like
that coochie cream. Oh my god, I was told that it was like for shaving purposes, and And I learned today that it's not just that. You can also use it as like a conditioner in your hair. And what the fuck? How come I didn't know that before?
Well, I think, I don't know, I guess like because it helps with the hair on your coochie.
Right, that's true.
But I would be scared. I guess I would think like, what the hell? It's going to make it fall out or something.
Right, that's what I mean, because it's supposed to be used for like a shaving cream.
I don't know.
I wouldn't have thought to put it in my hair, like on my head.
Right, yeah, I think it'd be like Nair. Almost. Yeah. Like good smelling Nair, but it's not. No. Softens your hair. I've used it myself. So speaking of like their products though, Gina, hello, MVP, she brought us little gift bags. Yeah. So that was super exciting. And then one thing, so we go through it at the end of the episode. So I won't go through it right now with you guys because we already do that at the end of the episode with Gina, and she kind of gives us the 411 on what each product is. But it was a super cute gift bag. It came in a little koozie, and we got a big bottle of bath gel and then a bunch of different lubes and stuff to try out. But after Gina left, we're looking at this koozie, and do you want to read the back of it?
Okay.
I'm too immature to read the back of this.
Well, what makes you think I won't laugh? Really? Okay. So it says, I love to wrap both of my hands around it and swallow.
And it's a koozie, so you know. You know.
But,
it's also like.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Well, I mean, we just did a pure romance episode, so my mind is in the gutter until tomorrow. That's just the way it's going to work. So we talked a lot about like being comfortable with your own body, because obviously like Pure Romance, they sell a lot of things for couples. But they also of course sell a lot of things that can be used for couples or solo play. So we talked a lot about like being comfortable with your body and accepting like your normal daily functions as a human with needs. So that was definitely, it was fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I really did.
We learned a lot, but we also had fun.
That's what I love about a Pure Romance party. So with reaching out to Gina, just let her know that you heard about her through our podcast, because she is going to give you the hookup. So you get 10%. If you were to book a party with Gina and letting her know that you spoke with us, you get 10% off your total sales for that party. So not 10% off, I'm sorry. You get 10% of your total sales for that party. So whatever your sales add up, you get 10% of that in free product. Plus she gives you a free gift for being referred to her from us. And then anything that your 10% from your sales credit doesn't cover, she's going to give you an additional 40% off of that. So you get 10% of your total sales plus a free gift just for being referred, and then whatever your party sale credit doesn't cover, she's going to give you 40% off of that. So if you book a party with Gina, she's going to definitely give you the homie hookup.
And I don't know about y'all, but hells yeah.
Everyone needs that homie hookup. So you can reach out to her. She has her Yahoo email address. So that's pureromance.gina@yahoo.com. So that's Gina, Gina. So pureromance.gina@yahoo.com. And then her website is pureromance.com/Gina McKeehan 143338. So obviously that's not the easiest to remember, so we're gonna have a link for that in the show notes for you guys, so never fear, you will definitely be able to reach out to Gina however you would like, and we're gonna have all of her contact info in the show notes for you guys, so don't forget to let her know where you heard about her. But like I was telling Nikki, we talked about it a little bit in the episode, like I only met Gina once. And I mean, this was your first time meeting her, right? She's so sweet.
Yeah, she, as soon as she like walked in, I just felt like just good vibes.
Yeah,
from
she
her.
had a good aura. About her for sure. So we warmed
Very
up to her
warm
instantly.
and welcoming.
Yeah, because I mean, it's not a topic that everyone feels super comfortable talking about. So with her making everyone feel really comfortable.
Yeah.
I think that definitely helps. So
that's important.
Yep. So I don't know, she's a sweetie, and you will love having her in your home. So definitely reach out to her if you want to just have a fun girls' night. You just want to place an order for yourself and not have a fun girls' night. Whatever you want to do, Gina's got your back. So she's super sweet. Reach out to her. So do you want to get into our perks and peeves?
Yeah.
All right. starting it out positive, negative? How you feeling over there?
I'll start out with the positive because it's really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So, my perk of the week is I put on a pair of pants, I think it was a couple days ago, that didn't fit me a couple months ago, and they fit.
What?
I know. They were kind of like snug a little bit, and now they like fit perfect.
Wow. Are they like pants, so like just in time for fall?
Yes.
Dope.
That makes it even more exciting. So I don't know if it's like stress or if I'm really losing weight, but either way, I'll take it.
Yeah, if the pants zip, the pants zip. We don't
I don't question it.
Yep.
It's exciting.
Well, dope. That's exciting. I wish I had that news. Anyways, maybe next week.
And then a peeve of mine would be more so like an actual pet peeve, would be just hearing people sniff constantly. Like, it's like, shit? What the fuck? Go blow your nose.
So I feel like my whole household has been sniffling. Like Nick, oh my God, all day today. He was like, I can't breathe out of my nose. My teeth hurt. He's got Invisalign right now. He's like, my fucking teeth hurt, and I can't fucking breathe. And
well,
he's
see,
just like,
see, my thing is, okay, if they're sick, that's, I don't know. You can't really help
it's still
that.
Fucking gross.
It is gross, but like, it's not as bad as people who aren't sick and just constantly like what the fuck?
Like, what's good, bro?
Yeah, like,
right over there.
You good?
You got a tissue? I got one for you.
I don't know. I started like actually giving people tissue when that happens because I can't take it, or I just walk away.
All right, so I'll continue like I don't want to say negative vibes because I mean I think even when we talk about our negativity, we still have this like lace of sarcasm that could be negative, could be positive, could be borderline mental breakdown. I don't know.
This is fine.
This is fine. That's literally how I feel on that dog meme with the house on fire.
Yeah,
because my this week so far this week, y'all, my refrigerator is broken, and my house has a sump pump. And what that does is it basically like anytime that it rains or whatever. I don't know all of the stipulations. I'm by no means like certified in that area of anything, but basically what I'm told is that like whenever it rains and stuff, it drains the whole foundation of your house through this pump. Mm-hmm. And then now because my house has a sump pump, if it's not working, my basement will flood. So it's kind of put us like through the ringer this year. My basement's flooded like 3 times. Mm-hmm. And I think it's just because it was about to go. So it finally just took a crap. So we had to get that fixed this week. Fortunately, we caught it before it flooded the basement. But Nick had to, he bought a 16-gallon shop vac and he filled it up 9 times. Jeez. That's how much water was backed up in this sump pump because the motor wasn't working. 9 times.
Yeah, it's
16 gallons. You know I'm not good at math, but that's a lot of water. Anyway, so he had to like drain it. We had a guy come over. He fixed it today. And then actually my dad, so shout out to you, Dad, because you were the real MVP this week. He was like, wait a second, your freezer's working? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, probably just froze the motor. He was like, unplug the fridge, let the whole thing thaw out, and it should work. And it did.
Oh.
Yeah. So then I was telling you, I was like, tell Chris he was right because, I don't know, it was like last week or something. I made pasta salad, and no one likes warm pasta salad. But we were about to eat, so the pasta salad was still hot. So what does anyone do? I put it in the freezer, so it would get hot. It would get cold faster. Chris was like, "You know that's how you break your fridge, right?" And I was like, "Nah, it's good. It's fine." A week later, fridge takes a shit.
I know, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he's like, "What did I tell you? Putting that hot ass food in your fridge." He's like, "You're making it work too hard." And I was like, "All right, Chris, whatever." And then boom.
Yeah.
So cool. So that's definitely my peeve, just like homeowner nightmare.
Yeah.
This week, because it's like I just feel like everything's just falling apart. But it is what it is. But my perk overall, so like how you kind of just picked like a general pet peeve, like that's kind of just like what I'm doing this week with a perk. Not that I don't have like great things going on in my life, because I mean I do. I feel like I'm a very fortunate person, but this week specifically I just wanted to pick something that I just overall feels like a perk. So if you're not on the essential oil train, I strongly advise you to check it out. I'm not like a brand whore or anything like that. Like I don't have a specific brand that I'm like drawn to, but obviously like I have to smell it first. But my favorite essential oil is eucalyptus. Mm-hmm. I've been talking about it. I've been struggling a lot with like anxiety spells lately. So, I mean, I guess that could have been a peeve, but I would rather turn that into a perk and shout out eucalyptus because it's been saving my life. Like I have had anxiety spells where like my chest is like tightening up. And it's been going on for I don't know, like a couple of weeks now. And eucalyptus, like I just like take a sniff of it, that big sniff that you love when people do. Mm-hmm. Anyways, and it literally like it just allows me to just breathe. Mm-hmm. And it has, oh my God, it's made the world of difference. So if you are struggling with anxiety or anything like that, or just need to like just take a breather and calm down, definitely try eucalyptus. Again, like I don't have a specific brand, anything like that. I think this one is like Art Naturals or something like that. So I don't know if that's good. I don't know if it's bad, but honestly, like these little guys pack quite the punch. So I'm not complaining. I think I got like a whole set for like $70 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it wasn't super cheap, but I mean, in comparison to some, I feel like it's pretty affordable, and it came with like all of the essentials that you need. But eucalyptus has been saving my ass lately. I've basically been walking around with it in my pocket, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
So just trying to take time to calm down and use that. Been helping. So definitely my perk. So we got an email question, which I just vaguely kind of shared with you. I like keeping you on your toes.
I know. I never know.
So this email question, it was just your typical whatever question. So it was just like, hey guys, last week you guys did talk a lot about tattoos. It was actually in the name of your episode. However, you didn't talk about anything in regards to you personally. So how do you guys feel?
I never thought of that.
Yeah, I know. So it's like, how do you guys feel about tattoos, and do you have any? So
yeah,
I figured we could definitely take a second to.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
Well, I have two. They both have meaning for me. I have one on my ankle that's for my grandpa, my pawpaw, that passed away. And then I have one on my foot, and that's like a flower with like vines coming out.
Don't you have ones that match with your siblings? Is that one?
That's the one on my foot.
The flower one?
Yeah.
Who has it?
Veronica, maybe Erica. I think Erica has it. But it's all the same flower and same look and same foot, but the flowers are all different colors.
Oh, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So we kind of like picked our flowers. But yeah, I only have two. I plan on getting more, but
yeah, we talk obviously, like, we're fine with tattoos. Like, if that was the first part of the question, it's like we're totally cool with them, obviously.
Yeah, and my thing is just my own personal opinion. Tattoos are like, I don't think less of a person if whether they're all over their body or they just have two, they just have one, they have none. Like, I don't think less of a person either way.
Oh, 100%.
But for me, I think the reason why it takes so long for me to decide on a tattoo is because I feel like if I'm putting it on my body and it's going to be there, I want it to have meaning. I don't want to do it just to do it. I want there to be meaning behind it. So that, because I don't regret either of my tattoos because they have meaning. But that's just my opinion.
That's right. I felt like you had like 3 or 4. I don't know why.
No, just 2.
I have 2 as well. I have a foot tattoo also, so we're being super original here today. And then I have like a little tattoo on like my side. It's a double infinity sign. It's not the most original of tattoos, but I feel like everyone kind of has that. But my foot tattoo I really love. So I have feathers on my foot, and I haven't really talked about it that much on here, but like I went through like a big weight loss journey, whatever. Well, on the morning that I hit my 100-pound weight loss mark, I also ran my first 5K. So it was really weird that like they both fell on the same morning.
Yeah, that is weird.
And then that day, literally, like, Nick and I went and ran the 5K, and then at like 4 o'clock or something like that, we had the appointment to get my first tattoo. So it was like a whirlwind day for me.
Yeah.
So I got feathers, so they're like light, airy, whatever, and they're cute. So it's like a little feather anklet on my wrist. And then I told you guys about my other super original tattoo, but I don't know, like Nikki said, like, I want to get more, I just haven't. I really want to get like a floral, like, half sleeve or something like that. I know that that's like a little extreme, but considering I only have 2, I guess, I don't know, I don't like my arms, so to me it would be like a nice way to like dress it up. It's like permanent jewelry.
Yeah, I've always thought about getting like a full sleeve, just because I don't know, I like how they look.
Yeah, and your idea is really cool too, though.
Yeah, I want to get like a sleeve of like things of my favorite shows. So like Game of Thrones, Walking Dead / like Roseanne, but I want to incorporate them all some way into like a sleeve.
Yeah, I think that would be really dope. And you could like put like quotes as like the fillers and stuff like that, or like little figurines from the show itself or whatever, like a Funko
there's all
Pop
kinds of like quotes and stuff that I could use.
Yeah, no, I think
I love
the possibilities would be endless. I think it'd be very easy to fill up an arm.
Oh yeah, definitely. And to me, they all have meaning, so like it's not something I would regret or anything.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's just, I mean, I don't feel like anyone should ever regret them, because even though that's how you felt then, it's still how you felt, and it meant something in that moment. So never let it get to you to where it's like, oh my God, I got that like 10 years ago and I hate it.
Like, I don't know, is it Papa Roach or Uncle Cracker? I'm not sure, but he's like, the scars remind us that the past is real.
Oh yeah.
So in the wise words of either Papa Roach or Uncle Cracker,
I don't think it's Uncle Cracker.
Might be Papa Roach. Might be neither, and I could just sound real stupid.
I know what song you're thinking of, but I can't remember.
Scars remind us the past is real. Anyways.
Tear my heart open. Sorry, I had to.
All right, we gotta stop her. I'm just gonna keep saying it. Either way, I think that it's cool. It reminds you, like, you do have a past. You felt those things at one point. So I mean, again, you know, like, as someone who has one that, like, I don't hate my side tattoo, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm not showing it off every chance I can get. You know what I mean? So
you can also get them covered up with something else that you feel like you might like.
I think also, like, if I had more, I think it would be a little more diluted. But since that's 50% of the tattoos that I have, and I don't love it, I think that's what kind of bums me out.
Yeah.
So definitely make sure it has meaning, or make sure that you're the type that just respects that that's how you felt at that point in time. Because I think that's super cool too. Yeah. So I wouldn't know, put thought into it, don't put thought into it, whatever, but you're sticking with it. So that's kind of how I feel about tattoos. Like, it's your body, do what you want. Yeah. And something's gonna mean something to someone that's not gonna mean something to someone else, and that's okay.
And to me, it's, especially when people have them like all over, I feel like it's a form of art. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know, that's just how I see it. That's why I said I don't look down on someone who has a full body, like, all over, or if they have none. Like, it's, I mean, I don't know, I feel like that's a way to speak to people.
100%. All right, y'all, so this is episode 12 with Miss Gina McKeehan, pure romance consultant, sexual health educator. She definitely educated us. She had a great time. We had a great time just talking and just, you know, girl talk, learning some new things, learning about the business, what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Can we actually, like, talk about that for a second? Because this girl is, like, making money moves over here. She restarted this business because she did, like, she did take a pause. She said she wasn't taking it seriously, making the most of it that she could have. So she just, like, stopped completely. And then went back into the business, and within 3 years she has 70 people selling beneath her. 70 people.
Insane.
So, like, she's getting free cruises. We totaled it up. She works about 40 hours a month. And if she were to take that out, that's the equivalent to what someone would be making working a 40-hour-a-week job.
Yeah.
Working 40 hours a month. So she's working a quarter of what your average person would be working, making the exact same amount of money. Plus, she has crazy perks and just gets to have fun and hang out with people. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'm, again, 100% positive that she would be so ecstatic to talk to you about her business. So I hope that you guys can really learn something about starting a business with, be it with this company or with just any company, because I feel like it's all pretty generic. You can apply that anywhere.
Yeah.
So I think that it was really cool. The entrepreneurship part of it was very exciting. Like, it was even exciting. It was exciting to me, and Lord knows my plate is already full. But
yeah.
You could just tell that she just really enjoys and has fun doing what she does.
Yeah, she really enjoys it. You could tell by the way she talks about it too.
Yeah.
It's 100%. Not doesn't feel like an obligation to her or anything.
Like,
you
she
know?
just has fun and enjoys that she gets to educate people and hang out with people and just this like light and fun environment.
Right.
So I think it's really cool. And I think it's also cool, like, Gina isn't this like crazy extrovert human that is just like super into sex or anything like that. Like, she's actually a really reserved you know, like, to herself person, and she has just grown this business into something like that any person that starts their own business would dream of being where she's at right now. So it was definitely inspiring. It got me excited for anyone starting their own new business. And it definitely was really cool to get an inside look on that. So the entrepreneurship part of it was huge. So of course, we talked about lube and toys and, you know what I mean? The how many nerve endings are in your clitoris, to masturbation, to all of those fun topics. But we also talked about the entrepreneurship and running your own business and exactly what that takes and what it can be like on the other side of all that grunt work. So definitely think that was super cool and very enlightening.
Yes.
And I think Gina was an absolute joy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So this is episode 12. Don't forget to reach out to us at Gmail. So all that with Nikkie and Cat at gmail.com. Our Instagram has been blowing up lately. So we're at almost 1,000 followers. So definitely reach out to us on there. We really giving it our good faith effort to keep stuff on our story and our page. So we definitely have some good content there if you wanted to check it out. And then, of course, Facebook is where it's at for sure. We are on SoundCloud and we are on YouTube. So the links for all of those can be found on any given post from us. And then, of course, on our Facebook page. So you guys know where to find us. You know the drill. We hope you enjoy this episode with Miss Gina McKeehan on all things pure romance and entrepreneurship. We hope this episode finds you well. Enjoy, guys. We are rolling, ladies. All right, y'all. It's episode 12.
Woohoo.
Yeah, we're on 12 now, right?
I know.
We are.
Exciting.
Yes, we're on episode 12. So here with us this week is Miss Gina McKeehan, and she is a pure romance consultant. Is that the official title that you would?
Yep, absolutely.
All right. And she is here with us today to talk about not only pure romance, the business, the products, and the fun part of the business, but also talk about the entrepreneurship, how to start your own business, make your own hours, kind of be your own boss, so to speak. So if you wouldn't mind, who is Miss Gina McKeehan?
Hi, everybody. My name is Gina McKeehan. I am a pure romance consultant. Actually, I'm an advanced director with Pure Romance. I returned about 3.5 years ago. I am married. I have 2 kids. One is 21, one is 16. I have a grandbaby who's 18 months old.
Ooh.
I can eat his little face off. He's so adorable. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration that I use to run my business.
Very nice.
Yeah, when I was in the middle of earning my degree, I'm like, I don't want to work for anybody else. So I decided to return to Pure Romance.
Now, you say return, so you worked for them once before and left?
Yes.
How come?
So in 2004, I came in 2004.
Okay.
I left in 2008, 2008 when like the housing market crashed. didn't work my business the way that I do now. I didn't use it as a business. It was a hobby. It was fun, something to do occasionally. So when the housing market crashed, I actually worked as a mortgage processor. I lost my job.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, oh, this sucks. Didn't, like I said, run my business as I should have. So my business went with it too.
It's kind of everything pulled out from under y'all at once.
Absolutely.
You know what they say though? Sometimes it has to happen. We both are like really big believers on everything happens for a reason.
I think so too. Yeah.
It really does. So, returning, is this your only job now?
My only, absolutely.
Dang. All right. And I mean, you're doing pretty well for yourself,
I am
right?
doing well.
So you said you're an advanced
director.
Okay. And what does that mean? What do you have to achieve to have
so
that?
what that means for an advanced director is it's basically how you've built your team. So you don't have to build a team as a consultant, but you do make a higher commission rate when you do, and you actually receive an override as well based on what your team does. Okay. So as an advanced director, that means that I have 12 active girls in my first line. And then I have to have at least one in that first line that is a senior consultant or above.
Okay.
So they have built a team.
So you have potentially tons of people under you if
I have
your
about
girl
70.
has one, and then that's
wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
And since you went back in what year?
I returned in March of 2015.
So in 3 years, you have 70 people beneath you. Did you just go on a cruise? As I feel like I just saw something.
I did. So I've been to many places because of Pure Romance, but that was my first free vacation. Like, totally. They paid for my airfare. They paid for the cruise. Oh. Yes. They even got us like the big drink package on the cruise, was like $63 a day. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to drink enough alcohol to make this worth your time.
Absolutely.
Worth your money. So, but yes, I went to the Bahamas for the first time.
I was just going to ask, like, what are the bonuses of being, like, what do you get?
Free trips?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They've spoiled me with, so the free cruise, they gave me registration to national training 1 year. It was one of my gifts for promoting. Free clothing they've given me, free jewelry. They are always spoiling us.
Oh my God. It's like everyone's like goals when they want to start their own business.
Right. Absolutely.
100%. So like how did you start it? Like what made you want to sell Pure Romance? Were you a customer?
No, actually I was not.
No.
All right. So in 2004, because we'll go back there, I heard a commercial on the radio, and I always thought that there wasn't enough sexual health information shared in this world, and it sounded like
absolutely.
this would be.
I agree. Yeah.
This would be a way in which I could do that, and I'm like, oh my God, this would be so much fun, right? So I sent an email in. I got a call from this crazy hyper woman, and I attended one of her parties, and I knew I was going to sign up then, even before I even went to the party.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I just went to see how she did everything, and I signed up and just started doing it. But from the time from 2008 until 2015, I held parties. I like free coochie.
Oh, that's like one of my favorites.
It's amazing stuff. So
did like any of your family members ever question like why this business?
No, they were surprised because I'm a quiet type. So that was kind of surprising.
Right, yeah, if you weren't like a customer that like kind of
right
set a light bulb up. So how did they react?
Just a little surprised, but other than that, they're like, whatever. I do my own thing anyways, though. That's me.
Yeah, well, I do feel like you're pretty low key about it. Like none of your like posts, every Pure Romance post that I've ever seen is very tasteful. And I feel like they kind of make that a priority.
They guide you
to
be professional, absolutely.
Well, because I feel like a line like that could easily get a little raunchy.
Yeah, and sometimes I've had to delete customers' comments because I'm like, I got kids and family on here. Like,
right, for sure.
Like this is business and personal, so.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I also like that it's like it's fun.
It is.
It's
so
fun.
much fun.
So I mean. I do. There's a line, I guess. Line.
There is.
So do you have like? Have you ever gone into like a really awkward party?
The most awkward for me is when they're really quiet and shy. because I'm like, oh my God, do I suck? But that's just them. You know, they're quiet. I feel like I can do well with the quiet, shy girls because I am one.
Oh, right.
So I try to make them feel really comfortable. I don't make anybody do anything really. You know, we don't play any raunchy, terrible games or anything like that. So I feel like I connect with those girls really well. But when they're really quiet and they don't even open up to my stupid little jokes, I'm like, oh my God, you guys.
Throw me a bone, please.
Yes.
So, with running your own business and then, of course, you do parties and stuff. With you having so many girls underneath you now, like, do you have to do as many parties as, say, you used to?
Actually, I am increasing my business.
Wow, okay.
So everybody's responsible for doing whatever they want to do in their business. So it's your business. You work whenever you want to work. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about it because it is flexible for me. But depending on my goals, depends on how much I want to do or how much I do.
See, that's what I think is kind of cool. So you could basically like set your own hours.
Absolutely.
And then, okay, so like roundabout now, like just to make yourself like comfortable, how many hours a week would you say that you work?
In the summer, honestly, this summer I've taken a lot of time off. I have traveled a lot or vacationed a lot this summer. It's been less than I typically would, so we're going back into a busy season.
Yeah, for sure.
This, I will work every weekend and several days during the week.
Yeah.
So parties are only about 4 hours long. So
Okay.
just depends on how many parties I'm holding. I try to hold between 8 and 10
Monthly?
Mhm.
Okay.
So
That's not bad.
that's-
And it's something you love doing. So it
Right.
doesn't, I feel like, does it feel like a job to you?
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it does. And when that happens, I'm like, ooh, I got to step back.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to be, I mean, it is work.
Right.
But I don't want to become so stressed because it's a job that I don't want to do
Enjoy
it
it.
anymore. Right. And don't enjoy it.
It defeats
I
the
feel ya.
purpose of like why you started.
Right.
And, yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. We're kind of in that same boat right now.
Are
It's
you?
the podcast. It's a lot of work, but it's fun.
Right.
It's so much fun. Like, we get to sit and we get to have conversations,
Yeah.
like deep conversations
Right.
with people that we wouldn't normally have conversations with, but it's upkeep.
I bet.
It's upkeep. But no, that's cool. So I'm doing the math, trying. So if you did 10 4-hour parties, I mean, that's only 40
40
hours a week.
Right,
Or
in a
40
month.
hours a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
To
That's
make what
insane.
people would make working 40 hours a week, if not more. And you get free trips.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it?
Well, and plus like the commission from others, like
My overrides from my team.
right.
Yeah.
So on average, I average about a $1,400 override a month. I mean, that's just for having a team.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, so last year, I'm very honest about what I've sold, what my team has done. Last year, I sold over $50,000. So
Wow.
with my sales and what I got for my commission or my overrides, it equaled out. I figured it out. I'm like, okay, so if I worked 40 hours a week, how much would this break down to? And it broke down to about $15 an hour working 40 hours a week.
Wow.
I didn't work that.
No, right. Yeah, that's what's cool about it.
I didn't work that at all.
Right.
So,
No, that's awesome. So, I mean, that's, like I said, that I feel like that's everyone's dream when they start their own business, is to be able to say exactly what you just said.
my business this time around has been totally different than last time. Totally different. I take it serious. I work it as a business. It's not just a hobby.
Right.
So it's completely different.
Right. I think that's awesome, and that you're able to do that as like your sole
Yes.
source of income
Yes.
and free trips.
Yes, I know. For
Nice.
trips. The Bahamas are
That's the
amazing.
best part.
Just throwing that one in there. We'll sort of plug in it as often as we
Now,
can.
are the trips like, do they do one like once a year, or like how many times can you earn a free trip?
So usually the first quarter of the year is when they have the big incentive trips.
Okay.
Okay. But they do have one, I believe, that goes for the year. So you have the whole year, but that one you're selling like 120,000 or maybe 100,000, something like that. I really didn't look into it because I'm like, I'm not doing that much this year, so I'm not even going to pay attention. But they do other things. Like right now we have a contest of different levels. So if you add so many girls to your team, you sell so much, then you reach different levels and you can pick like
Okay.
different products. This is something totally different. Like one of them was, I think a Dyson hair blow dryer. Things
Yeah.
are like $300-400 or something like that, right? And there was a laptop, and I mean, there's just different things.
Yeah,
they're-
different things to get you guys motivated,
Right,
for
right.
sure.
So they're trying to incentivize you to work your business in
Right.
different, quarters of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So what would you say to someone that was just starting out? What would like a pro tip be?
Stay a student. Don't ever quit learning. There's so much to take in and so much to learn that sometimes the new girls become a little overwhelmed, or they think that like this is just going to be a cakewalk. And so once you learn and you read and you do things like our party school, you attend meetings and trainings, like it all starts to click and come together. But even having as much experience as I do, I don't ever skip out on major meetings or trainings because there's always something new that I walk away with.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right, yeah.
I feel like even if you just walk away from a meeting with like one little nugget,
Yep.
then it's worth your time.
Absolutely.
For sure. Well, okay, let's switch it up a little bit. So let's talk about more like the party-esque style. So you said that they have like they have like trainings for how to throw parties and stuff. So do they give you like little games and stuff like that, or do they like help you with social media aspect? Like what do they do for you?
All of it.
All of it?
Everything that you just mentioned. So when a new consultant comes in, we have something that's called Party School that they have access to 24 hours a day. It's something that they do online. We have a back office that they can go in, log in. We have so much training there. Like you don't even have to leave your house. I suggest that you do. But there's so much training that they can do online that just touches everything from how to run a party, what party games to play, even prizes to use. Even in the kits now, we have something that comes in there that is literally how to do your party from beginning to end.
Wow, it's like a catalog for you.
It honestly, it folds out. You can even read about the products if you're nervous. A lot of girls use cue cards when they first start.
Yeah.
And it literally tells you about the products. It tells you what games to play. It tells you everything to do. So they've really simplified it and made it very, very easy.
Yeah.
So when we go to trainings, depending on your level, usually you'll be split up to something a little more advanced. So it'll give you a little more in-depth or different information.
Cool. So, I mean, I'd say, like, let's dig into it. So you said you get a kit.
Yes.
So what is in said kit?
So when you decide to be a Pure Romance consultant, you have to buy your kit. It's your business. It's your presentation kit. You know, it gives you your products that you have to show. In the kits now, they have them where they come in this pretty pink box, and they're so easy. They're so pretty, and I'm like totally jealous because I didn't get this kit. But in there, they have our bestsellers. And that's what's in that. So it's everything from Coochie and Body Dew to some of our bedroom accessories.
Okay, so then Pure Romance has products that are like a pretty wide variety. So we have like the actual like toys and stuff themselves, and then you guys have like body care type stuff, and then you have
lingerie.
Yes.
So I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, so you guys kind of have it all.
Yeah, I did not know that.
We even have pajamas.
Oh wow.
Yes. So 80% of our line is liquid. So a lot of people are like, I don't do those things. I'm like, you don't take a bath. Because we have everything.
Like, I'm sorry, where was your mind going?
Right. They automatically assume.
So I was talking about bubble bath and shave cream. Joke's on you.
But, I mean, we have everything. Most of our sales come from our liquid line.
Okay.
We do have toys. We have amazing toys. We have gorgeous lingerie that's so soft and silky. And pajamas, like I said, that are made from bamboo. So we have everything. Usually there's something for everybody, no matter what. From your girl who's 18 years old who maybe needs a great shave cream to grandma who's 80 who's like, I just want to firm and tone something up with Body Boost. So there's a
So they have
ton of
something
stuff.
for that? What's Body Boost?
It's a firming toning cream. It's amazing stuff.
So you say it comes with bestsellers.
Yes.
So what are some of your guys' bestsellers?
So in the kits, they have Coochie, Body Dew, Afterglow. It's a shimmery lotion, has pheromones in it. Smells really good.
I love any other stuff with pheromones.
Do you?
I think it's so cool. It smells different on everyone.
Yeah. So Basic Instinct, I think is. Are you familiar with Basic Instinct?
I don't know.
It goes on smelling kind of fruity. It's a pheromone oil.
Yes, I think I have it.
And that changes completely. It changes your body chemistry. It changes totally different. Or everybody's totally different. But yeah, so a lot of our products do have pheromones, so they will change slightly, those. But Basic Instinct's totally going to change.
Okay.
But the pheromones, so when you're taking a bath or a shower, you're actually washing away your own natural pheromones. So what they've done is they've put pheromones in the products to replace those. So the pheromones are going to attract people to you, put you in a better mood.
Right. Like, I like the smell of my own pheromones. Is that selfish?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
I put on that basic instinct and I'm like, dang, Cat, you smell good.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we keep saying coochie, and I feel
yes.
like we haven't explained what that is, so
Our
we
rash-
might want to do a little sidebar.
Yes. Coochie is our rash-free shave cream.
Which,
That's like my favorite
yeah,
product.
it works really awesome.
Yeah.
You can use it for other things, right? Like you can, I hope you can use it on your hair because I heard that and I've done
Yes,
it.
you can.
On your hair?
Yeah. As like a
On-
conditioner.
Yep.
I did not know that.
The more you
A
know.
detangler too.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
mad.
I know, and it smells so good. It
It
smells so
does.
good and it feels very silky. And it lasts forever.
It does.
Yeah.
So one bottle should last, depending on how hairy you are and how often you have to shave, about 3 to 4 months.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's mine lasted like that long.
Good.
Yeah. I was going to make fun of you, but I'm not. I'm not gonna make fun of
We
you.
were talking about what else comes.
Yeah. So we talked about coochie and then the pheromone type products so far.
Yeah. So Coochie, I know I keep saying Coochie, Body Dew. I'm like picturing them. So it's Coochie, Body Dew, Body Boost, Afterglow, Basic Instinct comes in there. We have Flirt. It's one of our perfumes.
Okay.
We have Spray, which is a deodorizing spray for men. It also has pheromones in it. We have Miracle Oil. It's a healing oil. It's great for your cuticles, acne. You can actually, if you have littles, you can put them in their lotion or in their shampoo to help to repel lice. It's got
Wow.
because it has
Wow.
tea tree oil in it.
I love multi-purpose things.
Yeah,
Me
me
too.
too.
Let's see what else do we have. We have. Did I say Body Boost?
We talked about it for like a second.
Second.
So-
So Body Boost is in there. We have Kiss, our body spray.
Okay.
We have Serenity, which is a creamy massage oil or lotion. Sorry. We have a heart massager. We have a hand jive, which is a male masturbation sleeve. We have Rendezvous, which is a C-ring, and we have opening act. I don't know how I forgot that one. That one is a clitoral vibe.
Oh, well.
Yes, it's got 30 different speeds and functions.
So
Wow.
we'll double back to that one in just a second. So one thing, because I kind of touched base with you for like a second before. One thing that I've heard with Pure Romance is that no guys are allowed at the parties, but you guys sell products for men.
We do.
So what's the reasoning for that?
So during the presentations, we have it no men because Pure Romance is to empower, educate, and entertain women.
Okay.
And you never know if somebody has been raped, molested, anything along those lines. So we try to make our parties a comfortable environment for everybody. So just because you're okay with your husband sitting next to you,
Right.
she may not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nope. That
So
totally makes sense.
That
It's-
makes sense. Yeah.
It's totally comfortable across the board. Men are welcome to come in after the presentation. They're welcome to shop with their partner.
Okay, so they can come in after. They just
Absolutely.
can't be present for the actual presentation
Right.
itself.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I could see that though because like say if we had a vote, like a girl's not going to want to be the only one that's like, "No, I'm not comfortable with this."
Right.
So, I think all right, I get it.
All right.
I get it.
Yeah, it
I was
makes
a little
sense
like
now.
I don't understand cuz they sell, like it's it's almost 2019. Hello, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. And like you guys sell guy products and just with how like I don't know, politically correct and equal everything is now. It's still kind of, I guess, old school. But understanding the principle now, I think that's pretty cool because you want to
It
make
is.
sure that everyone's comfortable for
Absolutely.
sure. Okay, so we said we'd double back to this. this what speed? 30?
Opening-
Did you say
yeah,
30?
30. It's rechargeable. It's bath friendly. So if the only privacy you get is in the bathroom, you can take it with you. And it has 30 different speeds and functions. Yes, one for every day of the week or month.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
you'll never get bored.
Right. That's
It's been a
crazy.
really hard day. I need all 30 speeds right now.
It is amazing. It is amazing. It is my number one clitoral selling toy.
So what is the price range for toys?
For toys, oh man, I think the cheapest one that we have is probably 19.
Okay.
And the most expensive
You
toy
guys got some like platinum gold ones.
is $2.99.
Dang.
Okay, but that one also heats up to 104 degrees. It's rechargeable. It's got its own docking station. It's made of premium silicone. It's amazing.
Now the heat, I don't know. It's not something heat. I don't know. I never really
Exclusive
thought
to
about
us.
it, I guess.
Yeah. It's so some women are aroused by cooling sensations.
Okay. That's what I've heard. So I guess that's why I was like, heat.
So some women are aroused by warmth. So for those who like warmth, then we have different products. Those who like cooling, we have different products in that too.
Okay. So I made an Instagram. Now these questions are unfiltered, so I'll try to filter them the most that I can. So I made an Instagram story, and I was just like, you know, hey, if you had the anonymous chance to ask your local Pure Romance consultant a question, you know, what would you ask her? So one said, what is the strangest thing somebody has bought?
The strangest? I don't think we have really strange products.
See, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I know, I was just thinking that too. Like,
Yeah, like, I mean, they have, like, little, like, tickle whips and stuff.
Right,
I don't think
but-
that's, like, strange. I think those
No.
are, like, cute, fun, whatever.
Right. No, I've seen stranger products in like our local sex
Because
toy
you guys
stores.
don't really partake in, like, the darker side of things.
We do have some bondage, but it's still pretty vanilla, I think.
right.
Yeah.
Would be the right term to use
It's like
for
if
that.
someone was, like, dipping their toe
Absolutely.
in the BDSM
Maybe.
world. Like, if they were tipping their toe in there,
Yeah.
they could get it from you guys.
Yeah.
All right. And then the other one, because we had two separate ones, was what is the average sized toy? This is asking for a friend.
Like in comparison to a penis, is that what they want to know?
We'll go with that. Sure.
So we have something called Hey Mr. DJ. It is a
I love
it
the
is
names.
a dildo. It is blue too, bright blue. That one is said to be the closest to average size. It's actually a little bigger than average size penis.
How big is it?
Oh geez, I'd have to look it up.
You don't have to. Just like, well, do they? Okay, so we talked a little bit earlier about, like you had said you want to like take it upon yourself to kind of like educate on, you know, like certain things. Like I know you guys are big on like the health aspect of it. Like, I don't know what's the saying with like bosom buddy. It's like lips or nips, but not below the hips or something like that.
So when we have products like that are only meant for certain areas because it tingles, people are like, oh, can I put it, you know, on my clitoris? I'm like, no, you don't want to do that. We have something for that area that will tingle too. So you want to make sure that your customers know where to put their products and what their uses are for. So that's part of the presentation, you know, telling them what they're for. I'm
sorry. No,
lost,
yeah, I will guide you back. I got you. So basically, so like, how far do they take the education part of it? Like, do they tell you? Like, because I'm sure someone has to ask, like, what's the average sized penis? I feel like you would somewhat turn into a therapist on a certain random night at someone's house.
Sometimes I feel like a therapist, but that's okay. Because I'm like, you're here. It's usually in the shopping room. So, you know, it's one-on-one. We can talk. And if you have questions, I'll more than be happy to answer them for you. If I can't, you know, I always suggest that you talk to your doctor. But the sexual health education that Pure Romance gives us, my understanding, is more than some doctors get.
Wow.
So there's different things that we share throughout the party. One, the clitoris is only for... oh Lord, it's only for pleasure. That's the word I was looking for. That is it. That's the only function. It has
I support that.
Right. It has 8,000 nerve endings just in the clitoris. The male genitalia has 8,000 total.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't think
It's that little power punch.
Right. You know, a lot of women don't know that. They also don't know that if they don't use it, it's just like every other muscle that they don't use. And it's so important to make sure that you're having orgasms on a regular basis.
One of those conversations.
It is. And I've met women who they're usually older and they've been raised that masturbation is a sin.
Like a shameful
Right.
act. Yeah.
Right. And I understand that and I respect it. But I'm like, you have no idea what you're doing to your body by not having an orgasm.
Oh, 100%. No, I definitely feel like a healthy healthy a day.
There you go. At least 3 times a week.
You got to get that muscle working.
Absolutely. I feel bad for them though. I'm like, no,
I
you
know,
really need
yeah.
that orgasm, but
For real, no, because I think that for some reason sex does kind of have like a shameful aspect of it when you, or I guess modest versus shameful with me anyways. I understand where people get the shameful like part of it. I fortunately like I wasn't raised to have to feel that way, but I was raised like with a modesty about it. So I've kind of shed that. My poor mom, like I'm pretty open and honest about everything now, but I at least can understand like the modesty aspect of it. But I mean, you're by yourself then. Shit, why you gotta be modest for? It's just you.
Right. You don't have to post it on social media. You're all right.
Right. No one has to know. I don't know. They're either like they're either gonna tell you the truth, they're gonna lie, or they're gonna be a very unhappy person. Those are like the 3 options when you ask someone if they do. But I mean, again, it's almost 2019, y'all. Like,
We're getting there.
you have to get to know yourself, because how are you going to teach someone else anything about you if you
Right.
don't know anything about you?
Right.
That's kind of my stance on it. And plus, like, life is hard. You got to take Kit Kat break. Anyway, so this sexual education that's better than doctors. So like, what else do they teach you? So we have tons of nerve endings.
So they have taught us, I'm trying to think of things that I say. Oh, okay. So lubrication. A lot of girls are like, oh, I don't need a lubricant.
It has such a stigma.
They're like, oh, I'm good. You know, I've got enough of my own. But what they fail to realize is different times throughout the month, the lubrication can fluctuate, you know, depending on our hormones, stress, and all that good stuff. And then if they're having sex without being properly lubricated, they're causing microscopic tears. Those over time desensitize you, cause scar tissue. You know, so you don't want to lose any, you know, sensation there. So, you know, use a lubricant. Don't.
I didn't even think
ashamed.
about like the tearing part that could cause damage over time that you probably don't even like feel.
Well, you do. So if you, after having sex and you get up and you urinate and it stings a little bit,
Gotcha.
you know, there's some tearing there. But there's little, you know, it's not like it's some huge gash or something like that. But over time, it's going to desensitize you. So don't be embarrassed. Use a good lubricant.
So then what would be like a good lubricant?
We have several. So we have a water-based one that is pH balanced to be just like you. It's called Just Like Me. It has FDA clearance on it, which means that it is condom safe. So that one is great for everyday use. We have Simply Silk, which I call it like an umbrella lubricant. So it's a hybrid of water and silicone. You can use it for water play, anal play, vaginal sex. You can use it with toys. A lot of our toys are silicone, and you don't want to use silicone and silicone together because they will melt.
Okay.
So this one's toy safe.
So it can like erode it.
Yeah, they like melt. It's gross.
And it's the same thing with a condom. It would like erode that.
So condoms and oil-based lubricants will deteriorate them.
Okay.
That'll break them down.
Oil, water, silicone. Do you guys have an oil-based lubricant?
So yes, Whipped, which is an edible playful lube. It's a great for male masturbation sleeves, oral favors. That has oil in it. It's not condom safe. Sensations has oil in it. It's a warming lubricant. When you rub it, it gets warm. When you blow it, it gets hot. It's great for oral favors. Not necessarily something that I would use every day for sex or anything like that. And then we have something called Pure Pleasure, which is straight silicone. And again, that's not going to be condom safe. So the only condom safe lubricant that we have is Just Like Me.
Okay. So then if someone, condoms aside, toys aside, what's the difference between, say, like water or silicone? Like just for your average scenario.
Okay. So a water-based lubricant is going to be absorbed by the body, and it will be, it's like it'll disappear. Okay.
Okay, like evaporate.
Kind of.
Gotcha.
Your silicone-based lubricants or hybrids like Simply Silk, it's hybrid of water and silicone. Silicone is too big to be absorbed by the body, so it sits on top, and eventually it's just expelled.
Okay, so it'll stay for longer. It'll last longer?
It's longer. It's silky. It's usually slipperier. And when you're using it in water, because a lot of people want to have water play, when you're doing water play, your own natural lubrication washes away. You're in water. So when you use a silicone lubricant or a hybrid like Simply Silk, it will stay. It's not going to wash away in the water. It'll wash away with soap and water, but not just water. Okay. There was something else I was going to say. I don't remember. If I remember, I'll tell you.
Okay. So you mentioned pH balance, which is something that always I'm always perks my ears up just because I am a very sensitive human.
Okay.
So what you said that it helps with the pH balance. So are there things in others that could throw that off, like fragrances or stuff like that?
Absolutely. So just like me, it's pH balanced to be just like you. So the pH in it should not throw yours off.
Neutral.
You should be safe. Some that you can buy from drugstores have preservatives in them. They have other things like petroleum, which should not be put into the body. In just like me does not. So it's a better quality lubricant.
Yeah. All right. So Gina brought us these little gift baskets, and I've been dying to go through it. I just gotta figure out where.
I'll tell you what's in there.
Yeah.
You both have the same.
Cool. I'm super pumped. All right. So it's all in a koozie. I know what that is. You don't have to explain a koozie to me.
I love my koozies.
Oh, I'm so pumped. All right. So there's a big bottle of something.
That is Skinny Dip.
Ooh.
That is our pH balance again. That is our bubble bath or body wash.
Wow, I'm about to take a bath.
You can use it for both.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It will
I
re
love
foam
baths.
too. It'll rebubble.
Oh,
I'm
good stuff.
excited.
I know, me too.
All right, so this next one is this little hot pink packet, Sensations.
Yes, that is Sensations. It's a warming edible lubricant. So when you rub it, it gets warm. When you blow it, it gets hot. I think your flavor's cotton candy.
Yes. So that's a flavor I've never heard of before. So do you guys have new flavors and stuff?
Yeah. We
What
get new
flavors?
flavors.
Does it vary?
They change them whenever they feel like it. So that one was new. When did that one come out? It either came out in January of this year or August of last year.
Okay. I think I really didn't they discontinue the peach because I feel like the peach was my favorite.
Peach was in Sensations? I
No.
know there was a whipped
No, but
peaches and
I've
cream.
never had Sensations. I want to say it was the Body Dew. It was a spray. And it was peach. And it was something with pheromones, too.
Really?
It was like an oily something.
So who knows?
I'll show it to you.
Okay, show me.
We'll figure
All
it
right.
out. I don't
Sounds
want to
good.
know what I'm using.
All right.
All right, so Sensations is a warming
Edible
lubricant.
Mhm.
All right, so we got that. We got koozies, we got bubble bath, and we have warming edible lube
Yes.
so far.
Good stuff.
So, all right. Oh, this next one is called Great Head.
It is. That is for oral favors. So if you have a sensitive gag reflex, that will help to relax your gag reflex. So it doesn't numb or anything like
I was
that.
going to say, am I going to be drooling after
No, nope, not at all.
that's really great.
I like to joke around at my parties and I say, well, if you don't like original penis flavor, we have products to give you some flavor. So, sorry, you. So the Great Head would be one of those. Sensations would be another.
All right. So here's the infamous, just like me, or the famous. We're not infamous
Oh,
here.
yay.
Yeah.
Cool. So we get to try that out because we were just talking about
Yes.
that. And I love anything that I know, because I worry. Like I said, I'm a sensitive gal.
So that one is original. I always honestly, I carry the original because sometimes if people do have sensitivities to flavors, because we do have some that are kissable, but I always stick with the original. This, what I forgot to tell you guys, is that it has re-wetting property. So if you put it in the morning, if you're having any kind of discomfort, you can just use it for comfort. Some of the women who are going through menopause or postmenopausal use it. So this, you can stick it in the morning. As you become aroused, maybe later on, it'll re-wet or whenever you add moisture.
Wow.
Nice.
It's really cool.
That's crazy.
Nice.
Yes.
So you could even just you're going to dinner, and you want to make sure that you're ready after dinner.
There you go. Absolutely.
Be like, that's me. It's just like me anyways.
That's right. There's no flavor. Nothing. It'll be all right.
All right. So then this next one is Whipped. So this
Yes.
is kissable, creamy lubricant.
It is. So that one is the creamy lubricant that we suggest for male masturbation sleeves and C-rings and oral favors too. It's creamy. It's long lasting. It's good stuff. What flavor is it?
This is vanilla cupcake.
Mm-hmm. Just like
Nikki's over there drooling.
it tastes just like frosting.
Oh, wow.
I am all about it. Oh my God, I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
I know, me too.
Check all this stuff out. So Gina, where can people find you? What how can they reach out to you? What can they?
So you can, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. You can call me or text me even if you would like. I could give you my phone number if you.
Yeah, absolutely. We will, we're going to have a link for you guys in the show notes. So you'll be able to, depending on what she decides, either go to her Instagram or her Facebook. We'll throw her email on there, which is going to be on either one of those accounts anyways, I'm sure. So we'll definitely, have you guys in the Pure Romance hookup as far as that goes. And Gina's just really great. Like,
Aww.
I was telling Nikki before, because she was like, well, I've never met her. And I was like, I only met her once. I was like, and she just made me feel so comfortable, like right off the bat. So, comfortable enough. I mean, hey, we're here right now.
We are.
So, so it definitely works for me. And I love my little goodie bag. I'm
You like
so
that?
excited.
Yes, me
Yes.
too.
I'm glad.
That
Thank
was
you
a
so
nice
much.
surprise.
You're welcome.
So if you want to book a party, talk to Miss Gina. I promise you will not regret your decision. She's definitely the guru and the go-to. Restarted her business 3 years ago and she already has 70 people under her. So I mean, if you're looking to just have a party, have a good time. If you're looking to start your own business and, I'm sure everything that we talked about in the beginning of this episode would appeal to you. So reach out to Miss Gina and pick her brain. I'm sure that she would love to help support you on that journey for sure. So
Thank you.
all right. Well, that was episode 12, y'all, with Miss Gina McKeehan. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you had a good time.
I did. Thank you guys for having me.
Awesome. All right, y'all. We are out of here and we will see you next week.